Hey guys, Shannon here. I just wanted to jump on real quick. I just finished day 1 of Clean Week. The workout was core function, and I just have a few tips that I want to share to make sure that you guys have good form and are just checking yourself. So number 1, I forgot to mention this before, but when you're doing workouts on video, do you, okay? Do what you're comfortable with. You don't have to keep up with the pace that they're doing on the video. If you're just beginning, form is super important over speed completely. So you want to make sure that you have good form. So you can use a mirror if you have a mirror, or you can even use your phone as a video. You can just turn the video on. You don't have to share it or anything, but it also helps you watch your form and make sure you're doing the exercise right so that we prevent any injury. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about. And also in the videos, she does give different levels, because as you do Clean Week, you can do it again and again, and each time you're going to get stronger, so that way you have levels to move up to. So it doesn't matter where you're starting at, you're starting. That's the main thing, right? So just do you, pay attention to your form, and go from there. Now, one thing that I stress in my class all the time is to pull your core in tight. So I want you to think about pulling your chest up nice and tall and squeezing your abs. Like if someone was going to come up and tickle you, I want you to squeeze your core, because how that surprises you and you really tighten it up. That's how your core should be throughout the whole exercise. Whether you're doing strength, whether you're doing ab workout, whether you're doing legs, whether you're doing cardio, you should always have your core engaged just like that. Next one is squats. So I want to talk about squats. If you're like me and you sit at a desk all day long, which I don't like, but if you do, that makes your hip flexors, which your hip flexor is this muscle right here. And don't judge my outfit, by the way, that's the benefit of working out at home. Your hip flexor is right here in the front, and from sitting all day, it makes that weak, okay? So sometimes we need to really focus on engaging our glutes, because they're not getting used like they should be, because we're sitting. So when you do a squat, I want you to think about, I'm just going to turn to the side, pushing the booty back, okay? And it doesn't matter how low you go in your squats, because again, form is key. So in the video, they're going pretty low in their squats, but if you're just beginning, go half as low. Okay, so you come here, so you have good form. Make sure you're not arching that lower back here. You want to tuck that tailbone, push the booty back, and then when you come to stand, press through the heels and squeeze your butt at the top, okay? Good. So practice that a few times if you want, but I really want you to focus when you're doing squats that you're squeezing that glute at the top, because we need to get that activated. Next one is a plank. Okay, so let's talk plank for just a second. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes to make sure I hit everything. Plank is an awesome move that works so many muscles in your body, but you have to do it with proper form. So I'm going to show you. I did it all on my knees today because I wanted to make sure I was doing it properly. So in the video, she has you doing, I'm going to turn to the side so you can kind of see. I should have had this ready, but I didn't. So she was doing planks on her elbow, hands and knees. Number 1, when you're in a plank, your butt should not be in the air, whether you're on your knees or your toes. So you're going to push your feet back and lower the butt down, squeeze the glutes, core's in tight, hands are under your shoulders. Now this bothered my knees, so I'm going to lift my feet up, and you're going to be on that cushiony part of your knee, just above your kneecap, so it doesn't, if you have any knee issues, just do that. It's going to feel so much better, I promise. And it helps you squeeze your butt. So hands are under your shoulder, drop the booty down, and lift up the feet so you're on that soft part. Now if you're on your toes, it's the same thing. You're going to lift up here, booty's not here, that's down dog, okay? Booty's here, squeeze it tight. And then if you need to take a break, because it's a long plank, you're doing shoulder taps here, and you're trying to keep those hips from moving side to side. You really want to squeeze tight the core and the glutes when you're doing that move. And then if you need a break, sit back on your heels into child's pose, and then come right back into the move, okay? So that should help you with plank. I'm a stickler on form because if you don't have proper form, you're not going to get the most out of your workout. Side lunge. This one has always been tough for me, and I think it's because I have those weak hip flexors. So I used my mirror that I got at a garage sale for 10 bucks. But again, you can use your phone. Just set it in front of you like you're doing a video. Again, you don't have to share the video, but you can record yourself and watch your form and see where you need to adjust. Or if you need help, you can send me part of your video and I can look at it and help you adjust as well. I'm not going to share it. It's all private, I promise, but that's my job as a trainer. So this side lunge is where you're stepping it out. And again, I can use my video for form. This has always been hard for me, and I think it's because of those hip flexors, but she gave, if you listen to the trainer, they're going to give you great tips on form. So she said, make sure that your heel, so be your heel, your knee, and your hip are in a line. So you're going to step out here, and you want to shift so that comes into a good line. You're pushing the booty back, and you're pushing through your heel when you go to stand, okay? I really had to slow this move down so that I could make sure I had good form and I was pushing the booty back, and this was all in a line. So this is an exercise I need to work on for myself. So it come out, I'd have to stop and kind of slow it down and shift so that's all in alignment here, and then come up. Okay, so don't worry about keeping pace with the video. Okay, you'll get to there if you keep doing it. I'm more worried about you doing the proper form. Knee drive, push through, heel, squeeze. Knee drive. Oh, I think this was the tap. So she's gonna have you step back, you come up. See, I can't even do it. You step back, and you can tap here if you want. I don't think she was tapping, but if you can tap and then bring the knee up if you want to really get that balance. But here I wanted you to focus on keeping your knee above your heel. And then when you bring that back foot up, you're pressing through that heel, squeezing that booty, okay? So you're gonna bring it up here and then pulling that core in tight as well. So there's always so much to remember, but if you do it right, you're gonna see great results, okay? So here and back. Same with that side tap. So you step it out here, keep that knee and hip in alignment, and then drive it up. So it's tap. And this isn't a huge lunge here, it's just a tap to the side, but you're still pressing through that heel and squeezing that booty and pulling the core in, okay? And then the last one I just wanted to talk about is that banana that she has you do, and she says this in the video, but I like to reiterate. When you're on your back doing any sort of core exercise, you need to make sure that lower back is pressed against the mat, okay? So if it starts to come up, you need to adjust your movements. So for example, she's on your back and she has you lift your feet up, okay? Your lower back should be pressed flat against the mat. If you're trying to move it up a level and you straighten those legs and maybe lower it down, if your lower back starts to come off the mat, you need to bring those feet up a little bit, okay? All right, so Clean Week, workout 1 is done. Let me know when you guys finish yours. Make sure to log it in the Challenge Tracker app by clicking Add Workout. And then if you're doing the shakes, click Add Shakeology, and then tell us how you made your shake today. I think I got it all. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. And I hope you guys have a fabulous Monday. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.